true. It take away all of the little beachfront from the local people. So the local man can't come on the beach, come sell a little thing anymore.
No, no, they give the Chinese some
So
prime
everybody's
property.
been,
They don't. They
and
did.
all of these guys who were politicians who were poorer than the poorest person in Jamaica
Come on,
is
Rich.
now a multi-millionaire.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that's why we are saying
Yeah.
this. That is why we are saying. Let me say,
That is why Jamaica needs to wake up.
yeah, but this is why I always believe that those in the diaspora can come together collectively to bring about that change. You know, those in the diaspora cannot just sit back and allow those who are elected in Jamaica, regardless of which party is in power, to do as they like and to do as they please. And then whenever time they visit, whether the UK or America or Canada, you turn up at these town hall meeting or wherever they come, whichever hotel they come to,
Yeah.
and to be cheering for them so loudly, so they feel as if, oh, they come abroad, and all these
That's true.
from the diaspora is going to be there looking up at them.
I've been to a couple of those. You're right.
And they
You're
go
right.
back, and then they go back to Jamaica. So they will always continue to do what they are doing. You know what I mean?
But you
I
know
was
what
talking to one of
happened?
my friends. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was saying to my friend that I believe that the third generation, you know, the children, yeah, who have their grandmother and their mother and father who are living in right across. I believe that these youths, they have more pride and they love Jamaica more than those who are actually on the island right now.
It's true.
And I believe that
That's
if
true.
we want persons are talking about a third party, I believe that if we can get some of those from the diaspora, the children, the third generation, who are very educated, yeah, and they have all these qualifications, if we can have some of them to have the interest to go back to Jamaica, yeah, to farm government in Jamaica,
Yeah.
I believe that Jamaica would have
All
a
right.
greater
Okay. I spoke about this
all right.
last week. One second, Mike. One second. I spoke about this.
Address that. Remind me when you finish.
I spoke about this last week. I said that they make it so difficult, seen for people that's here inside the states to
go
get
there and do
involved in
anything.
government in Jamaica. For instance, second generation Jamaicans who are Jamaicans also, you know what I'm saying, could not go back and be a part of government to affect change because they would have to denounce their American citizenship or their UK citizenship, or you understand what I'm saying? They'd have to give that up to do that. So that there are things that they have in place in their constitution or whatever that stops us here from go back and affect certain change. So what Mike was saying to me, what I'm taking from what Mike was saying, Dr. Mike was saying, is that I think the biggest way to hit them is financially. It's got to be financial.
let me tell you, you see remittance, you see the money.
That's right, remittance, yeah,
The money
Western
that flows
Union.
through, the money that flows through remittance.
Run Jamaica,
You know,
yeah.
there are times when they announce the amount of money that they make
Oh,
in
billions of
tourism and
dollars.
backside.
Yeah.
And the remittance money is up there, sometimes even surpass that amount. And
Yep.
I believe,
Yep.
that, listen, that's why I know that those from the diaspora have a lot, can affect a lot of change and influence.
I understand where I said Richie,
Because
but Richie,
persons who don't have jobs in Jamaica. A lot of persons who are unemployed in Jamaica.
I got it.
You know why Jamaica is at a stage right now that they don't break out? Yeah. You know why?
Because we up here,
the
yeah.
money that is flowing to Jamaica to help people.
Mike, I'm sorry, Richie, but what I said though, seeing is that it's hard because you have your mother, your father down there, and you know them need something. It's gonna be hard for me to say, you know what, but can't really send that because you know what I'm saying. It have to be a effort with all of us not to send so much money through Western. It's at a couple of $1 billion US. I think it's like $2 billion US dollars that we sent back to Jamaica. And tourism.
Yeah, but you may not necessarily have to not send it.
Then what? So how do you?
There can be a discussion. You know, when they know that. When they know that, listen, the persons from the diaspora are concerned and want the changes to take place because they want.
But them know say you go send the money. Them know that.
Send the money, so.
Exactly. I know you're gonna send it.
No incentive.
Regardless of what you have to send it.
Richie, let me give you a perfect example. I'm gonna give you 2 examples. I used to work at KPH.
Pointed in all of them.
In other words, them. But you are. See, let me just get a little light-hearted here. I'm gonna play something, and I want everyone to respond to it in a certain way and tell me one of the things. See? All right, listen to this.
A different type of story now. Over 140 dogs are now in Canada after they were flown there from Jamaica. Dwayne Anderson reports.
Catching fleas to catching a flight. It's been an interesting journey for 145 Jamaican brown terriers, more commonly called mongrels. The dogs were flown to Canada over the weekend. Most of the animals were strays that were rescued from the streets of Jamaica by the Montego Bay Animal Haven based in St. James.
This is Amari. She's a beautiful dog. She might be missing a leg, but she's beautiful, as you can see. She was found on an absolutely pouring rainy day in Fairview in Mobay. I took a different road because of the traffic, so I went down past the hospital now, G West, and she was sat in the middle of the road, skin and bone.
Our news team was at the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay as the dogs were loaded onto their flight. The animals did not need a visa, but a lot of other documentation had to be done before they could travel.
They have to be parasite-free, so they have to be thoroughly wormed, no fleas, no ticks, nothing contagious on them. They have to be good body weight, they have to be healthy. So once our vets have given the dogs a health certificate, weighed them, aged them, because we don't know the age of some of these dogs. We get their certificate done, and then the certificate and the dog is then taken to the government vet, and she has to give it a very, very thorough examination to make sure that she agrees with everything that's been written down by our vets. And then if that is the case, we're given clearance to send the dog.
There was a lot of hugging and kissing. Saying goodbye was not easy for some of the dogs' longtime caregivers. Removing these dogs and other suffering animals from the streets of Jamaica carry economic benefits, as animal-loving tourists who come to Jamaica and see the maimed or dead dogs on the country streets are turned off from visiting again. Now these pictures and videos were shared with us of some of the animals in their new homes in Canada. Some already enjoying walks with their new owners. This one has been outfitted in a little dog jacket to help brave the freezing temperatures. The animals were sent to Canada thanks to a partnership with Save Our Scruff, which is a non-profit dog rescue charity located in Toronto and Southern Ontario.
Like I say, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know, Richie, hold on. But that's why I know what I say, you know? All right, so, anybody care to comment? Yeah. Anybody care for comment?
Every dog of him there.
Every dog of him there.
I guess dogs are like children.
Who let the dogs out? Okay, we let the dogs out.
Dogs are like children. Some people treat them like family. Like they're children at home.
Okay, Richie. Richie.
You know what they used to say?
What?
They used to say fowl put up himself early pan roost. And them say when dog ask fowl why him go up so early. I was told them said the fowl said to the dog say I go up early because when I hear the breed and lick them I get a nice
And I want a big stone of people fling off of them. You know all right, I'm gonna say, hold on. Now I'm gonna say, boy, yo, it looked like say foreign gone to the dogs.
No, they used to say Jamaica gone to the dogs.
No, foreign gone to the dogs now.
Foreign.
Oh, the dog, they gone a foreign. Okay then, see.
Yeah.
But some man actually, but you know, some man actually begs. Mr. People online and some people actually begs, you know.
Yeah, there are persons who are upset because they're saying that interest is going to the dog rather than people.
Yeah, some man begs.
But you have to give the animal a chance. Listen to me. You see, we have so many people, and you know, who have gotten that chance for the dog yet. I know do not go with it. So give the dog
Exactly.
Because,
you know the song with Cartel sing?
Oh, hold on. Don't say nothing. The song with Cartel sing, all right.
When they tell the song where they must sing the dog.
Lord, man, Lord.
Dog them. Nothing two can't talk out from medicine dog them. As a genocide.
My dog
dog them a feeling. Whoa, my dog them a feeling. The bangs a girl, no like how we a live.
Yeah.
The dog them have to live, run it again.
Yeah.
Let the dog them live, man. You see that deal? For real.
Out for medicine dog.
What I say?
My dog them a feeling. My dog them a feeling. The bangs a girl, no like how we a live. Pinting for bed, flying go for me. My dog them a feeling.
The dog them have to live.
The bangs a girl, no like how we a live. Pinting for bed, flying go for me.
Teacher we day up on the block. Nothing you change, girl in a miller. Split rap, any pandora. Any meat a flap. Boy them out a rebel if you the pot. No say you're not ready, you a act. Like say you carry that. Hey, run up in any way you lock. Cause I make a link, I make a man in your place, fly your back. Youngster no wife rat, man a hustle for the and that's why not.
So the dog them have to live.
My dog them a feeling. The bangs a
Only cartel.
But you know, on a serious note, even before me leave Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
My dog them, when my stepfather come home, you know, if them dogs don't feed, you know.
Yeah.
I come to come in, you know. Or, you know, put in all the bone them and thing to make the dog them belly full, but the purely can't get. So for a long time, I take care of my dog them. But on a serious note, something needs to be done because not just people don't understand the psychology behind it. If you can turn around and deal with your dog and you're pitting them a certain way, then why would you have compassion for another human being?
Yeah, my son, when my son was younger, I took him to Jamaica. And he was very observant, you know. For me, it was normal. But then him looked at me and said, and he was pretty mad. I said, why? I said, boy, he's like that. The way they treat the animals, the dogs here, it's ridiculous. It's cruel, you know. He was pretty upset because I guess him observe all the people them deal with the dog them. You understand me? I say, and he been saying it for the longest time. Them not to deal with the animal them so and deal with the dog them so. Cause everywhere I go, I see a little dog about the place and a man fling sitting off of them. A man lick them. Where I drive, I see a dead dog on the road. You understand me? I say. Then he saw we went somewhere. And the bus, the car have stopped, and him see a man on the side of the road with a little box, and in that box the guy had some baby birds, some little baby bird, and the brethren feed the little bird them out of the box, and he was like, wow, for once somebody actually care about animals, you know. He was quite impressed that one guy he saw was actually, you understand me I say?
You couldn't lick dog on me, call my stepfather said, because if I lick you with some kind, I say, yo, you can't treat dumb animal that way.
Yeah. My dog tell like, I'm guilty like enough man to deal with dog a certain way.
But I never, as a youth, you know, as a youth, I was never cruel to animals, you know, but you see, my thing is this is how I see things. You see, I don't have a problem with persons loving animals, but I believe that as much you love animals, if you love animal and you don't love people,
that's a different story.
I have a problem with that because I believe that you should love life and respect. There are persons who have more respect for animals than people, and they are not afraid to say it.
Yeah.
There are people who want to see animals okay and people not okay. Some people, all right. Some people would rather to come in Jamaica and to see person's body on the road would not really even affect them much.
Yeah.